So Face Pilates is truly Pilates for your face.
Right.
We're tightening, we're toning, we're lifting, we're strengthening, we're rejuvenating the muscles through massage and Pilates motions. An honest injector will tell you no, not to just get your money.
Yes.
You can do something else.
Yes.
If you really want something done, we have other things that we can do.
Yes.
But I'm not filling anymore.
That is such an important PSA.
Yeah.
A good injector will tell you no.
Creatine is really important for our muscles.
Yeah.
New studies show that it's actually really important for our brain development and brain function.
Yeah.
I think you're going to see a lot of cute things with creatine with Face Pilates.
Oh. Hi guys. This episode is a juicy one. Thom Tullo is the founder and owner of Aman Spa in Toronto and the creator of Face Pilates. Thom gets into the 8 crucial steps of Face Pilates and how it both enhances our health and our beauty. Thom also gives all of his opinions on Botox at a young age, his history of overdoing it with filler when he was younger, as well as both of our opinions on Ozempic. Thom was so much fun to film with. I think you guys are going to love this one. Enjoy. Thom Tullo, welcome to the Healthspan Collective.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
I got the pleasure of doing a Face Pilates session with you the other day.
And?
I was obsessed.
Yeah.
I mean, I loved it. During, I was like, we were chatting through the whole process, like while we were going, and I was loving everything. And then afterwards, I stepped outside and pulled my camera out just to like see what my face looked like. And I was like blown away just because I was retaining so much fluid prior to that. And my skin just felt so dry from traveling. And post-treatment, I just felt like so, not even just like snatched in a lymphatic drainage way, but just like, I felt like my skin was just like glowing from within.
Yeah, I remember seeing your results and you had really beautiful results.
Thank you.
And so not all the time do we see any guests that gets an immediate result like you did.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because sometimes it takes a day or two to get those types of results because we worked on lymphatic and your lymphatic system is going to take a little bit of time just to go through your body and do its work.
True.
Yeah.
I mean, I was really puffy to start.
Yeah. Well, you did a lot of travel, right?
Yeah. And I just run puffy these days. So, no, I was already telling you, I'm like, so would you like to open an Aman Spa or just a Face Pilates in Palm Beach? Because I'll be there every week if so.
Yeah. I mean, we're always open to the option of venturing down south.
Yeah.
Especially with a Face Pilates studio. I think that's like maybe our next venture opening up or in maybe like entertaining a brick and mortar.
Okay.
Yeah.
So would you franchise or would it be like all your company stores?
I would love to open up to all possibilities.
Okay.
I'm in a phase in my life where I don't like saying no.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that. You're open and just like fluid to what comes.
Yep.
Okay. So give me a little bit of your background.
Sure.
You are a massage therapist to start, but Face Pilates is not traditional massage therapy by any means.
It can be. And it truly is. And a lot of times people think Face Pilates is a facial.
Right.
And it's not. It's truly a massage.
Okay.
It has some type of facial component to it, but what we're really doing is we're actually still manipulating soft tissue and influencing a variety of different systems in your body. Okay. That can be your musculoskeletal system, your nervous system, lymphatic system, circulatory. All of these things are happening in Face Pilates. Mm-hmm. So it is, in a way, traditional massage.
Okay.
But a lot of people see it because we're on the face. It's a facial, and it's not. It's truly a massage using general Swedish techniques.
Oh.
Yeah.
And you completely came up with this process on your own, correct?
So I didn't create face massage. I think that's like a very basic standard thing to like explain is that face massage has been around for a long time. Okay. We actually see a lot in Eastern Europe. A lot of estheticians in Eastern Europe love doing face massage. And I got my training from an Eastern European face massage master.
Oh, you did?
That's where my training came from. And then my training from massage school and then training through lymphatic drainage programs. So I have a bunch of courses that I've taken out of my extracurricular activities and brought them in to create Face Pilates.
Okay. That makes a lot of sense because I was just thinking of like traditional massage therapy and I'm like, that it's so different than just like getting, even if, you know, I feel like it's rare when I get a full body massage that the masseuse even really like touches my face.
Yeah.
let alone in the way and in the depth that you are. And we'll get into the process because it's a very regimented process.
8 steps?
8 steps.
Yeah.
8-step process. Do you consider it an alternative to aesthetic injectable treatments?
I don't think I would classify it as, and I wouldn't say it is a replacement for cosmetic injections.
Okay.
What it's made to do is, the reason I created Face Pilates is I had a really large amount of my clients and patients that I saw suffer from TMJ. Just pain in your jaw.
Right.
And it's happening from overlying stress conditions. So like work, travel, personal and life stress, but also mostly from clenching, and that's what's causing it. So it's causing a lot of tension and muscle strain in our masseter muscle.
Right.
And so this treatment was originally designed in the first place to target TMJ pain. And I thought, how do I elevate this treatment at Aman Spa and create it to be a signature treatment that isn't just going to leave people with just TMJ work? Because you can get TMJ work done by a massage therapist lots of places, but how do we make it special? How do I tailor it? And how do I give people multiple modalities? Because ultimately what I'm trying to do is decrease stress in our face, release tension in our muscles, and really help create a healthy system in our body.
Right.
Through our lymphatic system, our nervous system, and our circulatory system.
Right. Like, I genuinely felt like after the treatment, like, I feel like I had, like I said, like a little bit of that like glow back. And I felt like I even had a little more like life in my eyes afterwards. Do you find that with clients?
Yeah, absolutely. Especially if they're going through something in their personal life. I think what people don't realize is that we carry so much stress in our face and jaw.
Yeah.
Think about the work we do in today's society. We're constantly on a computer. We're looking at our phones. We're commuting either on train, bus, some type of transit in a car. And we're doing a lot of turning to look for a blind spot or changing lanes, looking down. We're doing a lot of things that are going to affect these structures.
Right.
So to feel like you're getting relief from one treatment is not it's not unnormal. It should be something you should automatically feel.
Right.
And when you see a glow in your skin, those are all the side effect benefits from all of the lymphatic drainage we're doing, working with your circulatory system, bringing new blood flow, moving fluid out of your face so your capillaries can open up. That glow that you're getting is the benefit of what massage does for our bodies. We typically don't see it on our body because we cover our clothes, we put our clothes back on, and we get about going on our day. But when you see it in our face and you see yourself in the mirror or in beautiful sunlight like you did when you went outside after it, you can see the full effect of it. Yeah.
No, exactly. No, you're so right. As you're talking, I'm like, you know what? In the same way that like I try to get a massage once a month because I have a lot on my plate. I'm very stressed all the time.
Yeah.
And I tend to hold a lot of tension in my shoulders and lower back. You're so right. We hold so much tension in our facial muscles too, especially when we're due for Botox or we don't get it at all. Or, you know, like you said, I clench my jaw at night and, you know, I don't necessarily, what's it called when your teeth go back and forth?
Grind.
I don't necessarily grind my teeth, but I wake up and I'm like, oh my God, I've been like holding my jaw together all night. But even when I get a full body massage, it's not being worked on. So that's what Face Pilates part of what it's doing.
So the body has had enough time of attention, like we've given it enough attention.
Yeah.
It's time for the face.
Yeah.
So Face Pilates is truly Pilates for your face.
Right.
We're tightening, we're toning, we're lifting, we're strengthening, we're rejuvenating the muscles through massage and Pilates motions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so walk us through what are the 8 steps of Face Pilates.
It's funny, everyone always asks why 8 steps.
Yeah.
There's a lot of steps.
Yeah.
But they all do something very specific.
Okay.
So step number 1, we're going to start with fascial stretch therapy.
Okay.
So fascial stretch therapy is going to work on connective tissue, fascial tissue that's in our face. And sometimes people wonder what fascia is. You hear the word sometimes and you're wondering. So it's connective tissue. Think of it, I always describe it, if you take a look at a chicken breast, if you eat chicken, you take a look at a raw chicken breast and you see that like slimy, translucent, sometimes white film over the breast.
Yes.
That's fascia. That's captive tissue. Think of it like that.
Okay.
Also, sometimes think of it like cobwebs in between our structures.
Okay.
Because tissue can't always sit on top of each other. So think of it like an insulation.
Okay.
We have fascia throughout our entire body in different types of fascia, but I won't go too deep into that. But we'll start with fascial stretch therapy.
Okay.
So we use a Pilates ball.
Okay.
That's what you had on your face.
Right.
And we work in different motions of the face structures. And we're going to be elongating this to break up fascia adhesions. Okay. So what this is doing is creating more range of motion, essentially. Giving you a nice deep stretch.
Okay.
So I always say, think of this as your pre-workout stretch to this treatment.
Okay.
Because we are doing a workout on your face.
Right.
Second step is reflexology.
Okay.
So I'm going to play with your nervous system a little bit.
Okay.
So I use a reflex wand and I go over certain points on the face in circular motions. Okay. You also realize you probably felt there was going over a bunch of crunchy bits. That's me breaking up the fascia again and any scar tissue in your face. And sometimes people wonder why we have scar tissue in our face. You don't always need a trauma to have scar tissue. Okay. Movement itself can sometimes create scar tissue in our face and our bodies. Like think about how much our eyebrows move.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So that alone can create adhesions and like stickiness. So typically in our forehead, you're going to see that kind of motion. And underneath our cheekbones, and you'll get that too.
Oh, that's so interesting.
Then I go into lymphatic drainage. Okay. And I do it in 2 ways. Like you saw, I did some gua sha.
Yep.
And then I did face cupping.
Okay.
I prefer face cupping as like my ultimate way to lymphatic drainage on the face. It works on a deeper level and works the tissue a little bit better. It pulls a lot of blood to the surface. So that's the beginning phase of you getting the circulatory system up and running. So you're going to get a beautiful color to the skin. You're bringing blood to the area, but you're also, again, breaking up adhesion, pulling lymph fluid, and starting to warm up the tissue.
Okay.
So you're seeing like there's a pattern. I'm slowly going in deeper and deeper and deeper.
I was going to say, I feel like you're going, each layer beneath the skin.
The next step is massage.
Okay.
So now we're actually manipulating the soft tissue, working on lengthening and strengthening the muscles, working out any trigger points, and also bringing you into passive and active range of motion when doing some techniques. I then transfer into buccal. So we do all the outside superficial things on our skin for muscles. And then I go inside with some gloves and I tackle the masseter muscle through our mouth. Right. How did you feel about that?
It was a little painful.
A little bit.
Especially
the first time.
Yeah. And especially I think you had called out was it my left or my right side?
The left side.
My left side.
Yeah.
You were like, there's so much tension here.
Yeah, she was angry there.
Yeah.
So to me, that tells me that that's the most dominant side. So you're going to do more chewing, clenching on that side. Okay. The muscle had developed more. So we have more development on that side. Okay. And that's normal in everybody. We're always going to have one side that's more stronger. Okay. So after buccal, we do some skincare. So we cleanse the skin. I'll wipe off all of the oil that we used for the treatment. And then we're going to use a sheet mask. I really like the sheet masks that we use. I plan to be coming out with my own Face Pilates sheet mask.
Hot tip.
And what this is doing is I was originally using ultrasound gel. Okay. Because the next step after is microcurrent. Right. And you need a conductor. So you can't use water and you can't use oil. So you need something that has an emollient to it. And ultrasound gel was great, but it's not as luxurious.
Not at all.
Like, why would you? I don't want to put like ultrasound gel on someone's face. So I found a way to apply skincare into it by still affecting the microcurrent to be used. Okay. So we use a biocellulose sheet mask. Okay. And that's going to allow the conducting to happen. And so we start with microcurrent. Right. Is the next step.
Which was the craziest step.
Did you enjoy it?
Yes.
You either love it or you hate it, or you learn to love it.
So, like, part of what made my experience so interesting was I was like filming it for a reel, and I'm almost really glad I was, because I got to see each step as opposed to just feeling it. And seeing like the feeling is like somewhat uncomfortable. I'm trying to think of like, it feels like a laser almost.
Tickly, prickly. I tell people magnetic.
Yes, magnetic.
Like a magnet is being drawn through you.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
And watching it, my lip was literally like being like pulled. Like you had there. Yeah, we will. Like you had it over here. My lip is like being pulled. It was so crazy looking. But explain what the microcurrent does.
So it's EMS, so electrostimulant microcurrent.
Right.
So what it's doing is it's applying a current to the body. It's basically overriding your nervous system, which is why you get the twitching happening. So I'm making the muscles contract. So muscles only do two things. They expand and they contract. That's it. So what I'm doing is I'm applying a manual contraction to the muscle by overriding your nervous system because you're not telling it to move.
Okay.
And basically we're doing this.
Okay.
So think of doing like a bicep curl, but on your face.
Okay.
So this is where Pilates and gym really come into the mix.
Right.
There are some things that I get into doing in the massage portion where I get you to lift up and I get you to bring down. So there's like ways to work Pilates in there. But this machine itself is going to really stimulate the muscles.
Right.
Have you ever used a TENS machine?
Yes.
Like in physiotherapy, trying to recover your muscle?
Yeah.
This is exactly what it is. It's
right.
a microcurrent that tells the muscles to contract and flex.
Okay.
So you need the conductor to allow that to happen.
Okay.
And this device is tightening, toning, and like training your muscles.
Yeah.
So I'm applying like training, but also remedial exercise into my treatment. Whereas typical massage therapists or physiotherapists, chiros, they're going to prescribe it after or suggest like therapy afterwards to strengthen. I'm doing it with you in the treatment.
I got you. It's so funny because my mom has an EMS full body suit that she does workouts in or not. She'll just like have the suit do the workout for her.
I want to try it so bad.
Yeah. Well, next time you're in South Florida, let me know. Yeah. Her and my dad like bought this whole suit. There's multiple sizes. It's a whole thing, but she's obsessed with it, especially because her knee, like she has bad knees. And so she can't lift as heavy as she wants to say like build glutes, but she uses the EMS suit and has built glutes over the last 6 months. So we're doing the same thing in our face. So especially like in, these areas, like I'm touching my cheekbone where you want volume in these areas, right?
Or what I'm really trying to do is strengthen and train your muscles to go back into the positions that they were originally designed to be in.
Okay, because that was my next question is like some of this scar tissue that you said we're building up on our face is because of the way our face is moving.
Yes.
But it's like almost the way that we're moving our face is in an incorrect way or in a way that's making us less beautiful. And then the EMS is kind of training the muscles in our face to be in a position where it's more beautiful.
Well, we're always beautiful.
True.
Beauty's on the inside.
True.
But specifically, think about when you don't go to the gym, what happens? You have atrophy in your muscles.
Yes.
So your muscles get smaller and they shrink.
Right.
What happens when they shrink? Like if we take a look at someone who's in their senior age group and they don't work out their glutes, what happens to their bum?
Flat.
Droops.
Yeah.
So if we develop that muscle, what happens to the droopiness? It lifts. Exactly. So think of the same concept. We can't go to the gym for our face. I can't go and do a bicep curl on our face. So that's why the machine is important. Okay. So it's training the muscles to tighten again. Okay. And there's a difference between tight muscles and tightening the muscles.
Okay.
Just because your muscles are tight doesn't mean I shouldn't be able to be tightening them up.
I see.
Where the training comes in.
Yeah.
So when you strengthen the muscles and you develop them, you're going to get more volume back in because you're going to get more volume from the training. Right. And then they're going to move into the positions that they're supposed to be in. That's why it's not really an alternative to Botox or filler. Right. It's not an alternative to plastic surgery. Are there side effect benefits that come with my massage? Absolutely. Right. But that's not really the main goal. My main goal is to make you healthy. Okay. The beauty side effects are just like a secondary thing that tag along.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I have seen Face Pilates touted as like a natural facelift.
Not my words.
Not your words.
But I would say if you want a more non-invasive way to get a different appearance, working out in general will do that for your muscles. Right. Toning your muscles are going to do that for you.
True.
It's still a massage. We're just training your muscles.
It's like massage and training all in one.
Exactly.
And as you're talking, the way I'm thinking about it is like, okay, you're absolutely right. Part of keeping my back healthy and not throwing out my back is making sure I'm working out my back muscles.
And core.
And core.
Yeah.
but also getting massage helps release that tension that can be held in my muscles. So it's like you're doing both. You're releasing the tension and then working the muscle so that it's worked out.
That's why I also tell people in the beginning of their treatment when I'm describing the treatment to them, it is truly gym or Pilates for your face, but I'm doing all the work for you.
Right.
This is a full service treatment, which is why it's also 75 minutes.
Right.
It
is so nice. And it is, aside from the buccal fat or buccal massage, is that what you call it?
Yeah.
Which can, like, if you're as tense as me, can be like a little bit uncomfortable. Other than that, it's a very relaxing treatment.
Totally.
Which is so nice.
Yep. And then we're going to end with our last 2 steps.
Oh, right.
So 7 and 8. I know. Got her. 7 and 8 is contrast therapy. So hot and cold.
Yes.
So we use red light therapy in heat at the same time to really repair the muscles and break down any inflammation that we did. Red light therapy is really great in repairing tissue. It also has beauty benefits that are secondary. But I'm using it in the purpose of contrast.
Okay.
I love contrast therapy in my personal life, in my work life. I always recommend it. And then after that, we're going to use some cryotherapy, which is like the ultimate recovery, in my opinion.
And this felt so good.
Yeah.
What are you using for the cryotherapy?
So they're globes. They're stainless steel globes that are filled with water. I freeze them so that in that 75 minutes, they don't stay frozen. They kind of start getting a little bit more less frozen, I guess. Like it melts. They melt.
Yeah.
It's just so you're not like shocking the skin with too much cold.
Yeah.
And by the time like we're into the treatment, they're actually at a good temperature that you can put it on the skin. What that's doing is they're shaped like gua sha. So you had like an indent and it allows me to continue working through your face structures and continue lymphatic drainage, apply the cryotherapy. And cryo is really great for like post-inflammation, resettling the skin. Because we worked so much, you're going to get like a bit rosy.
Yeah.
So it's just to calm everything down.
Right.
And again, suppress your nervous system for the end of the treatment.
Love. And do you still do full body massage yourself?
Oh, yeah.
You do? Okay.
Yeah, I still practice full body.
You do. So do you ever do like full body deep tissue massage and face Pilates on someone in the same day?
Yeah, they can do like a double booking, like on my system.
Okay.
They can book a deep tissue and then I transfer into a face Pilates.
Love.
Is it exhausting? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like an hour and 75 minutes.
Right.
So it's like a 2.5 hour treatment.
Right.
But no, it's totally possible. I created other signature treatments at the spa.
Oh, okay.
So Face Pilates is one of our signature treatments.
Got it.
Under our spa menu.
Okay.
So other signature treatment, which would be Aman Body.
Okay.
And that is a deep tissue with lymphatic drainage and aromatherapy. So all of my signature treatments have multiple modalities in them.
Love.
So you always feel like you're getting way more services in one treatment.
Right.
Bigger bang for your buck.
Yeah. And it's funny. I just sent my mom to a lymphatic drainage place near us at home. And that was her takeaway. She was like, I love the results. I missed the relaxation and the feeling of a deep tissue massage. So, and I always kind of feel the same way. It's like in deep tissue. Actually, yesterday in my massage, my therapist brought out like a big gua sha tool and I was so happy.
On your body?
On my body. Yeah. Like one of those big wooden paddles.
Yeah. Wood therapy?
Yes.
Yeah. I love it.
And I love when therapists mix the two because typically I need both. I need the tension release and the fluid move, So, I love that. I'll have to do that.
That's what, in my opinion, makes great therapists.
I agree.
I sometimes struggle hiring.
Yeah.
Because I have a specific standard that I need to meet.
Yeah.
At our spa, at a luxury spa, you have standards.
Yeah.
And to me, I don't like a therapist that just rubs oil. Because there's way more into massage than just rubbing oil. It's truly manipulation of your nervous system. I'm manipulating your nervous system for you to relax. I'm manipulating your nervous system for your muscles to relax.
Yes.
Parasympathetic nervous system bringing it down. Type 1A twitch reflex, like on your muscles, they have to bring it down. The twitch response. We look for all of those things in treatment.
Yes.
And so if you're not knowledgeable or skillful in those types of treatments, I don't know how much more I can teach you.
Yeah.
Right?
No, it's so true. I mean, it's like anything, but because we were talking about, we're both business owners and, hiring people. It's sometimes those things that you need people to be passionate about what they're doing.
Please, yes.
More than you need them to know the skill of what you're hiring them for, because you can teach them technique. you can't teach them to be passionate about what they're doing.
No. And I find a lot of therapists, unfortunately, are a little bit lazy.
Oh, yeah?
A little bit.
Tell me more.
Because massage is not easy. Because
Correct.
each body is different.
Yes.
And I always tell therapists, or I tell guests at the spa, the way I treat you today is going to be different than how I treat you in a week or in 2 weeks. Or the way I treated you is going to be different than another therapist is going to treat you, because your body is different every single time.
Mm-hmm.
And us therapists have our own identity.
Mm-hmm.
Therapeutic identity is very, very important to me at the spa. So yes, you can get a face Pilates with me and you can get one done by another therapist. They should be almost exactly the same, but there's a 10% difference of therapeutic identity enriched into it. That's their flow, that's their pressure, that's their movement in the treatment.
Right.
You're still getting face Pilates, but you're getting face Pilates done by so-and-so.
Well, whenever someone is treating you hands-on, it's an energetic exchange.
Extremely, I would agree. And it's exhausting sometimes.
Yeah.
As a therapist.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
I can only imagine. I mean, like I can imagine, because even just speaking with people is an energetic exchange. And, you know, like whenever I lend a hand in my clinic hands-on, like it's usually just taking someone's IV out, wrapping their arm up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's still an energetic exchange. To be hands-on and deep, like reading their body and what it needs, it's beyond an energetic exchange. And I would imagine some people, you leave and you're like, I feel amazing. And some people, more often than not, I would assume, you're like, wow, I need to go recharge.
Yeah. It's what we call transference and countertransference. So we get that on the table. So it could be, I'm going to pick up my guest at the front lobby. And the second I walk through the lobby and I see their face, I'm instantly seeing my sister.
Oh.
And so you have to kind of be aware of that transference of, I see this guest, but I also see my sister resembled in her.
Okay.
So I have to be mindful of how I treat this guest now, and not let my bias or my opinions of my sister affect my treatment with my guest. Or it could be not happening until they're on the table. Sometimes what happens is I turn the patient over or the client over, and in that angle of me looking down at them, I then see my sister.
Okay.
Or I then see my cousin.
Okay.
In lighting. So it's not necessarily at the walk-in lobby, but it might be on the table. And so you have to be mindful of how you treat them and mindful of how much energy you're giving them. And the opposite can be said. Your guests on the table can also see you as, or me as somebody. Like I could be a loved one of theirs. I could be a friend. I could have been an enemy of theirs. And so sometimes I get that energy from them. And that's what's kind of exhausting.
Oh.
Is how it affects me.
Okay.
So there's two ways, I guess, how they contribute their energy towards me and how much energy I give them.
Yeah.
So I find you have to find ways to recharge. The life of a massage therapist is sometimes flipping your room and running back to the room and shoving something in your mouth and running back to your room, chewing and drinking at the same time just to get energy.
Yeah.
But then how do you recharge?
Right.
For me personally, I'm a water person.
Okay.
So I need to be in water to
Okay.
recharge, whether that's a shower, that's a bath, drinking water, washing my hands.
Yeah.
Or I really enjoy like a hand dunk,
Yeah.
like a plunge for my hands.
Yeah.
Sometimes that is enough, but typically I need a shower or a bath.
Yeah.
And I'm like, not really, I'm like on the floor in the shower.
Oh, really?
Like I'm not just showering. I'm like, I need at
You're,
least
like,
like
sitting.
30 minutes
Oh.
to sit on the floor and have water run on me.
So funny that you say that, because I've been doing that lately because I've been working later. Like I've gotten into this habit, and it sounds not great, but it's just working for me right now, where I'm getting home earlier so that I can eat dinner around 6, which is around the time that I want to, but I still have more work to do. So I'll eat, take a break, and then do an hour of work before I go to bed. And I find that showering after I work is a good like energetic cleanse for me to then wind down.
Helps you decompress too, I find.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about the water. It's just, yeah, it helps me breathe again.
Yeah, I love that.
Especially as a business owner.
Yeah.
You're wearing multiple hats.
Yeah. Talk about energetic exchange.
And I think we even talked about like managing people in itself is the heart. It's not the business. Sometimes it's not actually the massage. It's not the treatments. It's not running the business. It's managing your team.
Yes.
So that can be really draining, or that can have an effect on you.
Mm-hmm. It's the most taxing part of the job.
But also very rewarding.
Yes.
Right? Your team
definitely
is everything to you. Without your team, you're really nothing.
Yes.
I'm very humble in that way. I always tell my team, without you guys, we would not be here.
Correct. Truly. Like,
I'm just housing you to work.
Yes.
But you guys are the work.
You are the brand.
Yeah.
Because every time someone steps in your spa, you can't treat every patient or client or guest.
I call them guests.
Guests. Okay.
Yeah.
Nor at the end of the day do you want to have to, because you want to be able to represent your brand in bigger ways, like being here today. But I assume you have multiple therapists at your spa right now treating guests right now.
All 6 rooms running.
Love.
Yeah.
And yes, but it's an art. It's a true art form, managing a team and training them to represent the brand in, like you said, 90% in the way you would, and you trained them to, and 10% with their own personality and flair, but them understanding that they're still a representative of the Aman Spa.
Yeah.
Speaking of your spa, it's not only do you have these signature treatments that are so unique and just like perfectly curated, in my humble opinion, it's gorgeous in there.
Thank you.
Where did you draw the inspiration for the design?
So the design is a combination, and even the name, it's a lot of influence from the Middle East.
Okay.
So my partners are both from the Middle East. One of my partners is an interior designer. So that's where you'll see the design aspect from it.
I was going to ask who helped you design. Not that you seem like a creative person, but like I'm someone I can tell when you step into a space, this was done by a professional.
Yeah.
Because it has that last 10% of like not only someone with good taste did this, somebody who has honed their craft.
Sure. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Aman is the name I picked. In Arabic, it means peace, tranquility, harmony, safety. You use it in that way. I was in the Middle East. I was in Abu Dhabi and Dubai.
Okay.
Like many years ago, I think like in 2006.
Okay.
And I was listening to a song, and the song is by like a pop diva in the Middle East. Her name is Miriam Ferras, and she has a song called Aman. And it's a very old, ancient song, and she kind of just turned it into more of a pop song.
Okay.
And I was really in love with it. And then I asked my partner, what does it mean? And he explained it to me. And I knew then I was destined to go into spa world.
Okay.
So I was like, one day when I'm manifesting this spa, this is the spa name.
So in 2006, did you
2016.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I was like,
I don't know if I said 6 or 16, but it's 16.
Okay. So in 2016, did you have a spa on your heart? Like you knew you wanted to curate your own spa?
So I knew I wanted to be in wellness, and I didn't know if I wanted to create, I was still in the process of like, do I want to create a hair salon? Do I want to create like a makeup line? Do I want to create a skincare line? Do I want to do massage? I was going back and forth with what I wanted to do in life.
Okay.
I was just finishing up an advertising degree, and weirdly enough, I picked advertising over massage.
Really?
Yeah. I wanted to be creative, and I wanted to work in a corporate world. I think like Mad Men really influenced me.
Oh, yeah.
And then
I was in advertising. Did I tell you that?
Oh, did you? Were you?
Yeah.
Oh, fierce.
Yeah, I worked at an ad agency before doing what I do now.
Yeah, I was in art direction.
Love.
Yeah.
I was a brand person.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then it's funny, I found my way back into wanting to do massage. Okay. I was like, I should have just went with my gut. Like originally I wanted massage, and then I was like, no, I'm going to be creative.
Yeah.
But
I think sometimes there's this like, I don't know if it's like this here, but I know especially in New York and even in South Florida, like there's almost this like elitism of working in the corporate world versus working like in the wellness world.
Service industry, customer service. Yeah.
Yeah. And
retail.
like, yeah, I could see how like you would choose one over the other and be like, oh, that feels more creative and like maybe there's more longevity in my career.
Security.
Yeah,
totally. So I knew I wanted to do something in wellness, and then the name came to me and I was like, okay, let's put that in the vault. And then the design aspect comes from my love for the Middle East and the culture of Middle Eastern world, and then my Mediterranean heritage of like the Mediterranean Sea and the architecture and terracotta and beige and sand. They all kind of amalgamate into one.
Yeah.
And that's how the design was created. The archways, the lanterns in the hallway, the olive tree, even the names of the rooms. All of the room names are named after trees in the Middle East.
I love it. It's just so well thought out and executed. Were you always into, like now, like as you're saying, you're so wellness oriented, you're so focused on health first, aesthetics second. Mm-hmm. Would you say you've always been that way?
No.
Okay.
Like, let's get deep.
Okay.
I was very, very superficial and very almost narcissistic in a way.
Really?
Yeah. Like, I would see myself in the mirror and constantly be looking and ensuring that I either look a certain way, I want to change certain things in me. I went through a phase of trying to fit the mold.
Okay.
And I think it contributes with people in your life.
Okay.
So I was constantly looking to change my appearance to better suit an idea of what I was chasing after.
Okay.
I think it was stemmed from people in my life that looked a certain way.
Yep.
And I was always trying to mimic what they look like so I could fit in. Body appearance, facial appearance, physique. Yeah. And so I went down a hole of cosmetic injections.
Oh, yeah?
Very deeply. I truly looked like a Ken doll at one point.
Really?
Yes. I was like structured, chiseled. Everything about me was shiny and like very broad and angular. And it wasn't until I left a bunch of things I took a bunch of things out of my life, a lot of toxic things out of my life, toxic people, toxic situations. And I started looking at myself and just not seeing me anymore. My eyes were there in the mirror. I could see myself, my eyes, but I don't see me anymore. So that was indication of, okay, how do I go through therapy and figure out how do I love myself for who I am, not for what I want people to look at me as.
So you really went inward.
Yeah. And I dissolved everything and...
Literally, physically.
Literally and physically.
Like you dissolved a lot of that filler. Like internal, but like you literally physically went and dissolved your filler.
Yeah. I stopped all of my Botox. I stopped all of my filler. I went very natural. I do PRP.
Okay.
But everything on me right now is natural. And so this just comes with healthy diet, exercise, sleep, loving yourself. I went through a phase I could not lose weight to save my life. Cortisol was so high. You know, when you're really high in stress, you're not going to lose a single pound.
Nope.
And it wasn't until I stopped hanging out with people that brought toxicity into my life, I lost the weight.
That's so funny. I was just talking about this with my last guest. She was actually she's a love, sex, and intimacy coach.
Oh, cool.
And I asked if she ever sees physical transformations through people when she's working with people. And she said, almost always. And it's so much because when you release this like emotional baggage and when we stop pushing ourselves to be doing the most and running on fumes, all of a sudden, like you said, the weight just falls off.
It melts off, yeah.
Yeah. And your body starts working in harmony the way it's supposed to. Yeah. And yeah, it's a lot of that balance of masculine and feminine as well, of not pushing too hard to be so in one or so in the other, and finding like the natural harmony of what makes you feel good with yourself, with your relationships, with your friends, with everything, with your career, with your business. It's so interesting how that works, isn't it?
I always tell people there's like 3 things I advise people not to ingest in their bodies.
Okay.
There's 3 things that are really poisonous and toxic to the body.
Okay.
Cortisol, stress.
Yep.
So try to minimize your stress. Jealousy. and sugar.
It's
like
love
three
that.
things that are really bad for the body: jealousy, stress, and sugar.
So how do you reduce each of those in your life?
Finding ways. I mean, the life we live, like in society, we're always going to have stress. How do you manage your stress? How do you acknowledge your stress? And how do you deal with your stress is like really important. And I think that's like kind of the hardest thing for adults in today's day. And they know they're stressed, but they don't know how to deal with it. Or they maybe shove it under the rug and let it accumulate, and then they blow off, and then they have to ask for an apology. So finding things that are outlets, like physical exercise, is so important.
Yes.
I think like that would be the first step, is get into physical exercise. If that's a walk for like 5 minutes, sure.
It's
gradually start somewhere. But weight training is like, I think, the most important thing for our bodies. As a massage therapist, I understand that muscles are so important to be exercised and worked on.
Yeah.
Our bodies are machines.
Yes.
And so they need to be functioning fully all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And it brings to a point, if I sidetrack for a second.
Please.
In North America, we think of the concept of retiring at a certain age and then stopping everything we do.
Yes.
And we sit on the couch and we do nothing. Oh, I'm retired. I'm doing nothing. If you take a look at like other parts of the world, like in Asia or in the Middle East, like even most parts of Europe, they don't stop working. Yes, they could stop like their career, but they don't stop working and moving.
Yes.
And so stopping everything will kill you.
1,000%.
It destroys you.
Oh my God,
the minute you stop doing it, it will ruin you. So being active is almost the most important thing to longevity, I think, in our life.
Well,
huge factor.
Yeah, like your brain works similarly to your body. Like the less you do, the less you can do. The more you do, the more you can do. And of course, like we're talking about, we live in societies where we're prone to overdoing. So in the same way that you can overdo your workout, you can overwork. And we need rest. Like you need time in between you need downtime to rest, recover, repair. And then get back at it again. And I feel the same way about retiring. I was just talking to my husband about this the other day because he was like dreaming of like an early, of us like having like an early retirement. And like, I was like, okay, sure. Like that's what you think today. He is the person that when we're away he gets like a 10-day itch.
Yeah.
Granted, I think we've gone away for more than 10 days twice in our whole relationship. But like truly can't stand to be on vacation longer than 10 days because he needs to feel productive. And I think we all get that way to some way. We all have different thresholds with it, and work looks and feels different to us all. But the moment you stop moving like indefinitely, you're just on the road to death, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Truly.
So managing your stress. Sorry, we're going back to that.
Yep.
Sugar ingestion. It's like really bad.
Yeah.
Glucose levels high, really toxic to the body, I think, in my opinion.
So do you do no sugar?
I don't. Like I eat sugar.
Okay.
Like I think sugar in moderation.
Okay.
Like obviously you're going to get your sugar in like fruits and like bread and stuff like that. Like potato, like you're going to get sugars from different ways. But like actual sugar, like will I put sugar in my coffee? No. Granulated sugar, absolutely not.
Okay.
Of course, you're going to have like a cookie with your coffee. So there's sugar in that. But I try my hardest to always never ingest physical sugar. Like I will always use a sweetener and then we're going to go down the rabbit hole of like, are sweeteners good for you? I think it's better than putting sugar in you.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm like a sucker. I think we were talking about it. I am a sucker for candy.
Oh,
Like chewy candy.
Right.
I'm not a chocolate person.
Yeah, that's where we differ.
Candy over chocolate, or like I would rather pick a bag of chips over chocolate any day.
Really?
Yeah. I'm like, I'd rather have salty things and then do them for drainage.
Yeah, and that's to
the bloat.
Yeah, I love it.
But like really picking and choosing when you're going to ingest sugar, I think is important.
Being mindful about
it's in everything. But
truly, and it is. You have to, like, when you just pay attention, you'll notice all the ways that you can cut it out.
Yeah.
And then it's not about never eating it. It's just about intentionally eating it.
Yes, exactly.
Right? Like, is this experience worth it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
What's great, like, did you grow up having, like, snacks that you, like, your parents brought you snacks for school and they'd be, like, fruit by the foot or, like,
So I was that kid. My parents were super healthy.
Okay.
So I was that kid that was like, why don't we have fruit by the foot? Like, I want Rice Krispie treats, like in the blue package. And my mom was like, I'll make you a Rice Krispie treat with, and she would get like all natural marshmallows or whatever it was. And like, I love my mom. And like, she to this day is not somebody who, like, if you ask her how many calories are in something, she has absolutely no idea. But she just always kind of had the intuition to less ingredients is better.
Yeah.
You know, organic, like she always found organic foods. I always joke that she was drinking matcha when I was in high school. And it was just like, oh yeah, my mom's like gross green tea powder.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, oh, she's such a trendsetter. Like, and she was the one that would be like when people would ask her, like she's never gotten like facials regularly. She's never done, like, I've gotten more Botox in my life than she has. She looks so young and so just vibrant for her age. And it's just, she eats really well and she moves her body.
Yeah.
She is naturally detoxing by sweating every day. She is working her muscles and you see that. Like, it just, she glows from within. Hi, Mom. But I totally agree with that a sugar especially, I think, can really dull us on the outside.
Yeah, and I think it's like everything in that Rice Krispie square. Like, it's the preservatives and the ingredients that don't necessarily need to be in there, which is like, your mom could have gave you still marshmallows, and marshmallows have sugar in them.
Yes, right? Exactly.
But they're a much healthier option than the blue packaged ones.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. It's the same way. Yeah. Like, are we going to buy the Duncan Hines chocolate cake, or are we going to make it from scratch? And we can still put coconut sugar in it, but it's just going to be a little bit better for us than all of the preservatives.
Moderation.
I agree. Okay. And then jealousy. Ooh. How do we avoid jealousy?
So I think jealousy is like a very natural thing as a human to have. But I think it stems down to being happy for the other person. Just be happy for that person. Your time will come. Maybe it's not now, but it's at some point, and it might not come for a really long time. But I think the world is already full of tremendous abundance of hate. And so why not just be nice and kind to people? And I think when you eliminate jealousy out of your personality, you get a better sense of like health in yourself. You sleep better, you feel better, you want to do more with that person, and that person creates a friendship and a relationship, and that alone can create endorphins and dopamine and all of these other yummy things that we need to feel healthy. There is a difference between being jealous and envious.
Okay.
You can be envious of somebody but still be happy for them.
Yes.
Like, I saw they got that new job that I also really wanted that job, but good for them. Like, they probably really deserved it more than I did. I'm not ready for it at this time. You can be envious, but you can be happy for the person.
I agree. And I think that's where an element of, for me, what I call it is trusting the universe. Whether you call it God, whatever you call it. Like, I think having some sort of trust in a higher power can be very helpful with this kind of thing, because so often we can't see, you know, maybe on paper you are more qualified for that job, or your business should have been chosen for that thing, but you don't know what's around the corner. And I'm such a believer in, I agree with that. Like, as I'm a naturally competitive person, I can feel envious towards, you know, maybe your business is more profitable than mine this year. But I don't know what you're dealing with. I don't know what the opportunity is around the corner for me. I don't know what I'm attracting by working on the things I'm working on that you might not be, right? And it's like, and I think just, as you said, focusing on yourself and what you can be doing to be bettering yourself and working towards your goals, as opposed to being so fixated on others and what they're doing, can be so beneficial.
Totally.
Yeah. Love that. We are getting deep. Back to the food for a second. Are there any supplements or foods you swear by to enhance our natural beauty?
So I'm going to take my massage hat off.
Okay.
As a licensed massage therapist in Ontario, I can't prescribe and I can't recommend certain things out of my scope of practice.
Okay. Maybe some friendly advice.
Drink water.
Okay.
I can't tell you how much water to drink.
Okay.
But water is essential. Water is important to our bodies.
Yes.
And it plays a big factor in our circulatory system, our lymphatic system.
Yeah.
So drink water.
Okay.
I think people think they drink a lot of water, and I think they're living in a delusion.
How much water do you drink a day?
Okay, so what about, the big Stanleys?
Yeah.
I drink about 3 or 4 of them a day.
Okay.
So I think a Stanley on my fridge, and when it fills it up, it says it's about 32 ounces.
Okay.
So I drink like 3 or 4 of them a day.
Okay.
Do the math.
Yeah, so you're doing like 90 to 120 ounces.
Yeah, and that's with no exercise. When I have exercise in it, I'm probably drinking 2 more of them during my workout.
Wow.
Yeah, I drink a lot of water.
Do you do electrolytes or anything in your water?
I do drink some electrolytes sometimes. I do creatine. I'm a big lover of creatine.
Ooh.
And creatine is really important for our muscles.
Yeah.
New studies show that it's actually really important for our brain development and brain function.
Yeah.
I think you're going to see a lot of cute things with creatine with Face Pilates.
Oh.
Yeah, I like vitamins. I think they're really essential and important for us. We can get a lot of things from foods, but we can't get an abundance of things from food. So what I mean by that is like you can get vitamin C from fruits, like flawless citrus things. Is it enough vitamin C for us? Probably not.
Right.
So you need supplements.
Yeah.
I think it goes back to like, if the resources are there for us, why aren't we using them for help? On a side note, like this also makes me think of like Ozempic.
Yeah.
Ozempic is a medication that helps people lose weight or whatever the other ones are. It's a medication and it's there as a resource. And so you take a vitamin when you're deficient in vitamins, and that's a resource to help you. And that's okay. But why is it not okay when someone needs help with a different resource to make them healthy? There's a lot of people, I think, jealousy.
I was just about to say
jealousy.
It's funny because I talk about Ozempic a lot on the podcast.
I like it.
Yeah. We can cut this out if you want. Do you use it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm about to start it soon.
You are?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I was telling you the other day, like I was on a stack of peptides.
Oh yeah, that's right.
The GLP-1 tirzepatide was one of them. So in the US, we can prescribe like a vial of it, so you're not using like a preloaded pen. You're drawing up however much you want to. So I was using a very small dose of it. It was helping me with my inflammation so much. Like I can't shout it from the rooftops louder, but with the asterisks of you got to be careful.
Yep. Dosage, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You got to be careful. Honestly, have someone in your life that is holding you accountable to not using too much, because in the same way you were saying earlier, you feel like you got a little bit carried away with filler. I've seen a lot of people get really carried away with their Ozempic, and it's like it can be a little bit can be the best thing for your health.
Yes.
And too much of it can be the worst thing.
More catastrophic, yeah.
Yeah.
I think people are using it, I think a large percentage of people are using it incorrectly.
I agree.
I don't think they realize that it's, again, a resource.
It's a tool.
It's a tool for you to get into better habits.
Yes.
Not just for you to inject and sit on the couch and hope that the weight comes off.
Yes.
You have to move. Have to eat correctly.
Yes.
Even though it suppresses the appetite, you still have to almost force yourself to eat correctly.
Yes.
Like eat the salad, eat the chicken, eat the baked potato, like eat healthy.
Yes.
Cut out the crap.
Yes.
But you still have to eat. So when you come off it, you understand your eating patterns and it's not suppressing your appetite anymore. So you want to eat these healthy things. Also, the exercise is important. You see people lose weight really fast. It's because they're exercising. Like these celebrities who lose weight like that.
Yes.
They have a personal trainer. They're on Ozempic. They have a personal chef.
Right.
And they're on a lot of supplements.
Yes.
So they're going to get great results.
Yes.
But to your point, when is it too far?
Yes.
Like, don't go crazy with your exercise to the point where like you're just shredding it off too fast. I also see a lot of people gain the weight back really quickly because the habits are not there.
Yes. I think you like your point is so well made that it's use it as a tool in your toolbox, right? Like it's not, oh, this like one size fits all, like I'm on Ozempic so I don't have to try at all with my health anymore.
Yeah.
It's, you're really just shifting the ways that you're using that mental energy.
Yeah.
And it does lower the mental energy. Like for me, I'm someone who's always had a lot of food noise. And it did lower it so much. It was so nice. I worked out just as much, if not more, while I was on it, especially strength training. I put on muscle while I was on it because I was intentional about it. And the 3 meals a day I was eating, it was always protein first.
High protein.
Protein first. And I was not just eating a chicken breast for every meal. I was eating protein first, but I was also eating my carbs and my fats and my micronutrients, my fiber, making sure like everything is moving properly. And yeah, it's such a beneficial tool in the toolbox. But yeah, I also hate that there gets to be this stigma around it where people are like, oh, you know, it's fine if, you know, you're using, like you said, high dose vitamin C. Great. So no judgment. Why would I judge you?
Vitamin D because you're depressed.
Right. Why would I? I think there's even more stigma around Ozempic than there is antidepressants.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I know so many people who would be like, of course, if you need your antidepressant, I'm not judging you for taking that, but if you're taking Ozempic, I'm going to judge you for that. And
well, she only lost the weight because she's on Ozempic.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's funny, you almost get this like you said, it's like the jealousy thing.
Mean girl behavior.
Mean girl behavior, where it's like maybe somebody has always drawn some of their confidence from the fact that they're naturally thin.
Yeah.
And then like, I feel like this is so controversial to say, but somebody may have drawn their confidence from always being naturally thin and then, oh, now everyone has the opportunity to be like almost like naturally thin. And they're pissed.
You're in my territory now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Do you see that?
Yeah.
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 I think it's typically the girls or the guys, whoever's doing it. It is those people who already are in that physique category that are causing the hate. Yeah. They don't want Becky.
Right. And I understand like the stance too of like, well, I had to work really hard for it. Kind of. You know what I mean? Like I understand like it feels like people are cheating and it's like, it's almost like they're upset that like, but like.
What's wrong with cheating sometimes?
Yeah. Well,
life's already hard.
I think it can be a bridge solution.
Yeah.
And it kind of comes back to our talk about jealousy and envy where it's like, you don't know what someone's going through, you know? Like I've worked really hard at my health for the last 16 years. And like my struggles with my weight were not for a lack of hard work, you know? And that's just speaking for me. And I know a lot of other people that feel the same way. So yeah, we'll get off our Ozempic soapbox for that one. How do you see the aesthetics industry evolving over the next few years? Or I should say the spa industry.
I think we're already seeing a change.
Okay.
I think we already see the change in injectables. I think that's a big reason why a lot of media or a lot of editors who write about Face Pilates use the term, how you were explaining, it's an alternative for injections or it's an alternative for a natural facelift.
Right.
Because they themselves in the industry are seeing a huge shift in not using injectables to achieve a certain beauty standard. And so doing something like Face Pilates just brought that to their attention, like as an alternative.
Got it.
But I think generally we're seeing a huge change and shift in how much units we're using.
Okay.
In our Botox.
Okay. Less or more?
Less.
Okay.
Much less. Less volumes of syringes for filler, going back to the more natural aesthetic.
Right.
And I think it brings back to my perception of like how I wanted to look. I dissolved everything. And now that I see myself, now I have my actual structure of my face. How do we just enhance things with what I was already given?
Right.
We just need to like modify something.
Okay.
You're not really supposed to be, in my opinion, and I think where we're going with this trend is I think people are realizing we're not supposed to be actually modifying our physical appearance, creating a longer chin, creating higher cheekbones. Mm-hmm. We should just be adding small tweaks to enhance what we're already having.
Right.
So there's the shift there, I think. Think like the big Russian lips, lip flips, the duck lips, the pouty Kardashian lip is almost phased out now.
Yeah, I agree.
I think we're also seeing a huge change in what injections look like for supplementing filler and hyaluronic acids to maybe fat deposits, fat injections.
Okay. Using your own fat.
Using your own fat.
Okay.
Yeah. So like, yes, I say I don't have any filler and injections, but I have fat deposits.
You do?
Yeah. So I've done liposuction procedures where you take the fat out and you respin it, kind of like PRP.
Yep.
You take the yummy stuff at the top after you spin it and you inject that. So that's a natural way of creating volume or creating a type of aesthetic.
Wow.
All natural.
Okay.
Natural. It's your own body's material and your body will absorb it and place it into the position that it's supposed to be in with time. Mm-hmm. So everything is really soft on me.
So you're touching, if someone's listening, you're touching your cheekbones, your lips,
chin? Jawline, and chin.
So you was it belly fat?
Yep. It was abdominal liposuction and that was how I got my filler.
Mm.
Yeah.
I love that. How long ago did you do that?
I did that in 2022.
Okay.
So like this was pre all of my filler that I went to Turkey for. When I did all of the Ken doll stuff, I first did fat deposits and fat grafting.
Oh.
And it wasn't enough for me. And I was in that mindset of like this, I need more.
Okay.
And then when we dissolved all the filler, all I was left with was my fat.
Oh.
So the dissolvent doesn't destroy the fat. It only dissolves the hyaluronic acids.
So I've heard with the fat that your body sometimes
absorbs it.
And like I've heard people say like, yeah, I spent, however many thousands of dollars it was for this procedure. And it just kind of like went away.
Everyone's body is going to be so different is what I've learned. Because I also had the same information and I spoke to my doctor about it. My doctor at the time who was doing it is very natural. Okay. Like she likes to see very natural results. And she was like, please don't go to Turkey. Obviously I didn't listen to her. But they will overfill.
Yeah.
So like she warned me, she's like, you're going to look insane. You're going to look.
Is it cheaper to do it in Turkey? Is that why you went there?
The filler?
Yeah.
Oh, immensely.
Okay.
Oh my God. It was insane. Much cheaper.
Because how many syringes?
I used 18 syringes. I'm telling you, I was plastique. Yeah. I was unrecognizable to some people. I just recently saw a friend and he asked me about it and he's like, I need to let you know that like we were concerned at some point. We just didn't know how to tell you because you were so in love with the aesthetic.
I was going to say, because if you love it.
And it's like, we were just wondering when you're going to stop. It was a fine line for you.
Did someone have like an intervention with you?
I would say intervention. I think like the boys, like, I think just like being catty gay.
Yeah.
Like you throw shade.
Yeah.
And you pretend it's a joke, but it's a
yeah.
And then you're like, oh, I'm just joking, but you're really just telling you what you really think and you feel. So I got a lot of that.
It can sometimes be like, as much as it's like a catty and like it can be like a rude tactic, it can also be a softer way. Sometimes when somebody's not open to like an intervention or like they're just not asking for feedback, it can be a way to, if done properly, to kind of like nudge your friend to be like.
Yeah. I had one friend who took me aside once and he was a doctor. Mm. Yeah, he's a specialist. And he's like, babe, enough. And I was like, what do you mean? No, it looks so good. He's like, I'm just letting you know it's getting to the point.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So this all happened like in the last couple of years.
Yeah. In the last like 2.5 years, 3 years.
Okay. So like you said 2022, you did the fat deposits. In that same year, you went to Turkey.
Yeah.
And then what, the following year you dissolved?
And then 2 years later, I dissolved. So like 4 years. So I dissolved everything late 2024.
Oh, so very recently.
Yeah.
Well, I just have to say you look fabulous.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Like, you look so young and youthful. And like, I feel like what I worry about sometimes when people do too much filler is it like stretches the skin. But you look so like bouncy.
So I'm working on tightening still.
Okay.
There are days where I feel like there is a lot of laxity in my skin.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially like in this perimeter here.
Yeah.
Because of the volume going up.
Yeah.
And the jawline. There was a moment where I knew I had to dissolve everything because my mandible arch, like where they inject the filler, was here. And so I looked really large. It wasn't because of the filler placement. It was because of the migration.
Yeah.
So there was like...
I was going to say, that's the tough part about having like sculpting your face with filler is like it can move. It can like...
Filler moves. Filler moves.
Yes.
And it doesn't dissolve. I think we're starting to realize now with technology, imaging, doctors doing more research, filler was designed to create volume when you lose volume. So it's to help prevent like gauntness.
Right.
What they didn't tell you, or what they're starting to tell you now, is there was only studies for filler to only up to a year, because that was the FDA approval of like doing studies for a year. So that's why a lot of times people are like, oh, filler only lasts a year. It dissolves in a year in your body. Well, that's only because they only did a study up to 12 months. No one did any research after the 12 months. So I have an amazing injector friend. He is very, very natural in how he injects.
Okay.
He looks for a natural aesthetic, and a good injector will tell you no.
Yes.
An honest injector will tell you no.
Yes.
Not to just get your money.
Yes.
They can do something else.
Yes.
If you really want something done, we have other things that we can do.
Yes.
But I'm not filling anymore.
That is such an important PSA.
Yeah.
A good injector will tell you no. Yeah.
A good injector will also tell you to dissolve your filler before redoing more filler.
Yes.
I think that's the problem, is that people get so much filler in their face and they don't dissolve the old filler because your body doesn't decompose it naturally. To a certain extent, it can because it's hyaluronic, but all of the other stuff that it hasn't been dissolving, you're just adding on top. And so that's why you get moon face and you look more bloated and you start looking cat-like. It's because you're not dissolving the old filler.
Right.
The problem is that it costs money to dissolve the filler.
Yeah.
And then it costs money to put the new filler back in.
Yeah.
And you have to wait 1 to 2 weeks before you do the new filler.
Oh, yeah. It's a process.
It's a process, but no one wants to hear that. So I think nurses get into the habit of not explaining that because their patients don't want to hear it. And then they lose out on a sale.
Something my injector, who I used to work with, would do, which was a nice like workaround for patients, was if you do Morpheus 8, which is radiofrequency and microneedling.
I do it.
Love Morpheus 8 for especially that like tightening that you were talking about. It will also, if they really know what they're doing and they're using it strategically, they can dissolve filler with it.
If you really know what you're doing.
Yes, that's another one. People say they hate Morpheus 8. I'm like, you're not going to the right person.
Exactly.
You're not going to the right person. They don't know if you're not seeing results, they don't know what they're doing. And if you're having an extremely painful experience, they're not using the right tools because they should be able to use a very numbing cream.
It's different in Canada.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Can you use laughing gas?
If you're an MD. I've seen some clinics use laughing gas.
Okay.
So we do it at the spa. I do it at the spa.
Oh, you do?
I'm a Morpheus technician.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, I didn't realize. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, I'm a skin therapist and massage therapist.
Ah.
So
Wait, that's great that you can do it. I don't think you can do it in the US as a skin therapist or esthetician.
really, so that's how I was told Morpheus got a bad rep. So Morpheus came out, it got really bad PR because everybody and anybody as an esthetician got their hands on one. And no one understood the training, no one understood facial anatomy, body composition, structural. Like you really have to understand the face and like contouring and highlighting, and you really have to have a creative aspect to you,
Oh, yeah.
a sculpting in a way.
Yeah.
If that's what you want to do. Morpheus can be used in a variety of different ways based on your settings.
Right.
So I was explained that Morpheus got a really bad rap, especially in the United States, for bad technicians. not knowing what they're doing, or using the wrong settings, burning people, causing more scar tissue, hyperpigmentation, all because you don't know what you're doing.
Right.
And so it kind of dampened the concept of the pros of Morpheus. I don't use Morpheus the way I used to use Morpheus when I first got it now.
Okay.
I'm also a little bit hesitant on the results of Morpheus because I think people have high expectations.
Yeah.
And it's not a surgery.
No.
And a lot of times people are looking for a quick result.
It's also a multi-treatment.
It's a skin journey.
Yeah.
I'm taking you on a skin journey for better skin health.
Yes.
It's not plastic surgery.
Correct.
It's not. I decline people all the time. I have a consultation with somebody and I say it's not for you.
Yeah.
And they say, what do I do? And I said, you need to see a surgeon.
Yeah. For the results you're looking for. Yeah.
I love using Morpheus as just regular microneedling resurfacing.
Okay.
I don't like going crazy deep.
Okay.
I don't go 4 millimeters. I don't go 3 millimeters. The max I go is 2.
Okay.
I love it for replenishing the skin health, creating collagen and elastin in the skin, thickening the skin. Radio frequency is so yummy. I love it. But using the correct frequency in your settings because you also don't want to create scar tissue underneath. I've spoken to a lot of plastic surgeons about this at conferences, at skin conferences that I go to. They don't mind Morpheus. It's just you also don't realize what you're doing underneath because we can't see.
Okay.
So a lot of times they'll see somebody for a facelift and they'll open up and they see a ton of scar tissue that they have to scrape out because of Morpheus.
Oh.
So it's not that you can't do your facelift. It just costs a little bit more time. And the more time that you're under, the more risk. There's health risks. So the surgeons are just saying it's harder to do a cleaner facelift. Same with they see threads in people all the time. Those threads do not dissolve all the time.
Threads are scary.
Threads are not great. They see a lot of filler.
Yeah.
That didn't dissolve. That's how we're starting to see filler does not dissolve. And so they're just going in and they're like scraping it out and it's just a lot more work for them. It's more invasive than it needs to be.
Okay.
So I like Morpheus for resurfacing the skin. I love telling a guest to come in for a treatment every time the season changes. I love doing a resurfacing treatment on the skin. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. But yeah, I think it's commonly misunderstood with Morpheus that it's one and done.
Yeah.
And it's no. I saw laxity tightening around my jaw after 4 or 5 treatments.
Because it takes almost 4 weeks for your first results to start working.
Yes.
Right? Because we're working from the inside out.
Yes.
And not a lot of people understand that. And so I say you typically won't see your first real treatments results until you're almost your 3rd treatment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry.
We've gone way side tangent, but I want to do a quick rapid fire with you before we finish.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. Actually, sorry. My last question is, where do you see Face Pilates and Aman Spa evolving over the next few years?
Well, like I said, I hope for more brick and mortars or franchising options.
Yeah, you said you're kind of open.
Say that again?
You said you're kind of open.
I would love the concept of franchising. I love the concept of doing pop-up locations and creating SKUs for people to take Pilates skincare home with them.
Okay.
I see it going international. I'm manifesting that.
Love.
Let's manifest it. The spa, I'm hoping for maybe another location in Ontario, maybe some more in Canada, because ultimately I'm looking to bring wellness to everybody.
Yeah. The more people you can touch, the better.
Yeah.
I love that. Okay, rapid fire.
Okay.
Gua sha or microcurrent?
Microcurrent.
Facial massage or LED light therapy?
Light therapy.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that. Okay. One skincare ingredient that you swear by?
One skincare ingredient that I swear by? Ooh. Vitamin C.
Okay. Morning person or night owl?
Personally, night owl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A Toronto hidden gem that you love?
Oh. There's a cold plunge company. They do contrast therapy.
Okay.
They're really, really great. They're called, it's starts with an A.
Alter?
Alter.
I went on Saturday.
Oh,
I had the founder on.
Oh, stop.
Yeah.
Alter is really great.
They're amazing.
Sorry, I was thinking I'm like, it's not Antler, it's Alter. They're really great. I really love them. They're really great for your like overall wellness. They're opening another studio soon.
Yeah.
So they're like expanding through the Toronto area.
Yeah.
They're great. They're like a hidden gem that I love.
Yeah, I totally agree. We went on Saturday. It was such a great experience. And yeah, I had Mel, who's one of the 4 founders.
Oh, hilarious.
And their program director, Queenie, on the show.
Nice. And one of the other founders is a neighbor of mine.
Oh, really?
Yeah, hilarious. He lives on my floor.
Oh, that's so funny.
I know.
It's her and her partner and then another couple. So it must be the other couple, right?
Probably.
Unless it's Tyler that you're talking about, then it's...
No, it's probably the other couple.
Okay.
Yeah, they live on my floor.
Oh, that's so funny. Yeah. What a small world.
Very. And we opened the same year. Like the spa and Alter opened the same year. I think I opened in July and they opened in like maybe November or something in the fall.
Okay.
And he like came to the elevator with me. I'm obsessed with his dog.
Okay.
Oh my God, his dog is amazing. And so we're at the elevator and he's like, can I ask you a question? And I said, yeah. We talk all the time.
Yeah.
He's like, do you own Aman Spa? And I said, yeah, I do. He's like, you showed up on my Instagram the other day. And I'm like, why do I know this guy? And I tapped on the thing and he's like, Aman Spa. And I was like, he's my neighbor. And he's like, I own Alter. And I was like, oh my God. It's just like a crazy coincidence that we like both live on the same floor. And we like run into each other all the time, but we had no idea that we both have wellness businesses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should like collab somehow.
I know, it would be great.
Well, this might lead into that, but what's your favorite way to unwind after a long day at the spa?
Water.
Being
in water.
Yeah. If you could treat one celebrity, who would it be?
Kim Kardashian.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah.
Kim, come to Toronto. Get some
I'll come to you.
Pilates.
I'll come to you.
True.
Yeah.
Love. He will bring the full Aman experience.
I do. Yeah. I do see a bunch of private clients already in the States. So
you do?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good to know.
I have a couple in LA.
Okay.
A couple in Texas and some in New York.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Okay. So you'll just go treat them for like special occasions.
Yeah, just like very private, very intimate treatments, face Pilates. I do face Pilates or body lymphatic drainage. Yeah.
Love that.
Before events.
That's what I was thinking, like before an event. That would have been like my dream to get treated by you like the night before my wedding or something.
Yeah. Like a day before your wedding.
Day before, yeah.
Yeah.
If you could give one piece of advice for healthy aging, what would it be?
Sunscreen, please.
Yes. I love you. Thank you so much for coming on. Where can people find you?
You can find me personally at Thom.Tullo. The spa is Aman Spa Toronto and Face Pilates. It's so simple. Like they're very simple.
Yeah. I know. I do love your branding with Face Pilates. Like I feel like it clicks. It makes sense. People know kind of what they're getting. Yeah.
Yeah. It's Pilates for your face.
It's Pilates for your face, people. All right. Thank you so much. This podcast was brought to you by Pureform, a comprehensive wellness center in Boca Raton, Florida. The website is pureformhealth.com, or you can find us on Instagram at pureformhealth. Feel free to message us with any questions, and note that you can connect with our providers for consultations over Zoom, from everything from stem cell therapy to hormone replacement therapy and peptide therapy. That's it for this episode of the Healthspan Collective. We hope you found it insightful and inspiring. Don't forget to follow us wherever you listen to podcasts so you never miss an episode. And if you enjoyed today's conversation, we'd love for you to rate, review, subscribe, and send it to a friend. We'd also love to connect with you on Instagram. Follow the podcast at Healthspan Collective and me at Nicole J. Doran. And leave us a comment on our latest post, letting us know what you'd like us to cover next.